it's a daddy tomato, mommy tomato, baby tomato, right?
Yeah.
They're walking. Baby tomato is going too slow. Daddy tomato steps on the baby tomato and says, catch up,
So he killed the baby?
catch up,
Is that supposed to be funny?
catch up,
You're gonna keep saying it. That's not funny. He killed the baby.
catch up.
Who is he saying ketchup to? It's dead.
Okay, I got that from Pulp Fiction. That wasn't a funny joke. But anyhow,
Then why would you? Okay, whatever. I guess you needed to get it out because I don't know why you say it if it's not funny.
so I already know the answer. But,
What?
so how was your day today?
How do you know the answer?
Because I was with you all day today. Every
We
step
were
of the way.
together all day today. It's been a while since that happened.
Every step of the way, we were together.
Yep, got my hair done. Um, Miss Diamond Links. Um, but it was good. I had I guess a little bit of a self care day.
Mm,
Um, it was good. Today was a pretty good day. A lot of productive things happened today, actually.
yeah.
Um, very proud of that. I like that. Um, I don't really have too much to say. I feel like this week's been a pretty good week. It's been a very productive week. It's been a long time since I've felt that way actually.
Mm,
Like you know how you always say, "Oh, you haven't been feeling like yourself and like in alignment." I guess with what I guess that's what you mean. Like you haven't been feeling in alignment.
yeah.
I haven't been either. I just don't want to say it because I already know that it's a shift
Yeah.
and that it's necessary like for what's happening right now of how I'm feeling and how everything's going. So I'm not necessarily upset with it. I'm not upset with the shift. I'm not disappointed in it. I'm appreciative of it. Honestly, it is very transforming and like uh something that does constantly affect the day and my mood and whatever else. But I like it. But I feel like this week was a good week.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this week was a good week for you?
I feel like for me, I feel the shift also. With me,
Well, I know you feel the shift. You always say it.
no, but like I feel the shift like I was in that slump for I would say a good few months,
Mm,
but I think last week I felt like a weight lifted off of me. Like I feel a little bit more free with things, as well as just work. WNR Productions is starting to pick back up, slowly but surely. You know,
mm-hmm.
past previous clients are reaching out to me, getting referrals. Usually at the end of the year, that's when I usually get my last bit of like a rush of
Yeah.
clients because people are uh, trying to get things done for the end of the year, which I learned that at the end of the year, a lot of business people are working on the next year. So they're not even working on
Yeah.
fourth quarter. They're done with fourth quarter. They're working on the first quarter of next
Right.
year. So like today, had a meeting with one of my clients. She's preparing for next quarter. Like she's
Yeah.
or yeah, she's preparing. Actually, she's preparing for second quarter of next year. So
So she's already prepared for first.
she said that she's more focused on the second quarter. She's preparing, so it's going to be this last quarter and then first quarter is going to be all preparation and actually putting the work out in order to get
Mm,
second quarter booming. Because second quarter is like I feel like with her, and this is just what I've noticed for the past 3 years I worked with her, almost 3 years. Her best quarters are second quarter. Is second quarter.
seems like she does it on purpose.
Yeah,
Cause I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Seems like
yeah.
she does it on purpose.
I think she does it on purpose as well. But other than that, I feel like yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. You know, I'm not stressing. You know, I'm I'm working my way through it. You know, I finally am able to do some more things with streams of income. So I'm getting back around to it. But you looking good today with your hair.
Thanks.
Too
You look
bad they
nice
can't see
too.
your toes. Thank you.
They don't need to see my toes.
Yeah, you
Oh
right.
God.
That's only for me.
I like your hat.
Thank
I
you.
like your outfit. They can't see the entire thing, but I
It's a
like it.
calm fit, you know. I shout out to uh Charles J. This is
Today's his birthday. Happy
yeah, shout out to
birthday.
him.
I mean, it's gonna come after your birthday, but
Yeah, but yeah,
happy
shout out to
birthday.
Charles J. One of the people that have helped me or helped mold me into this person that I am today.
Hmm.
Uh, and everything's intentional. Everything that I'm wearing, which y'all can see, everything's intentional.
Hmm.
I did not wear my Urbane chain, but that doesn't matter. But the Urbane hat, not for everybody. Is that on this side or this side?
It's on that side, yeah. No,
This
that
side,
side.
not for everybody. The Color Blocks, was a brand I was working for about a year to 2 years. Um, Yeah, it was a very great experience, as well as the shirt that I'm wearing. It has nothing to do with it, but like he taught me about the other side of finding quality clothing when it comes to being a brand owner. So of course I always gotta find quality blanks and t-shirts. So uh t-shirt is one of his blanks that he uses also. Well, he used to use. He has elevated since then and evolved since then. But yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. He's a very big inspiration to uh me when it comes to creativity and striving and just going forward and not staying stagnant when it
Yeah.
even when like your back is against the wall. You're like, you know what, like I just got to take whatever is God has dealt me and use it at the best of my ability and turn it around and make something positive. So
So honestly, I wasn't too sure about that relationship for a while.
mhm,
Um, Not as far as business wise, just as far as like me knowing that knowing what you need as a what you need as a just as a person, I guess,
mhm,
and as a growing young chap. It's like now a growing young man, and you have other men to look up to that you're able to look up to.
yeah,
Um, I wasn't so sure about it, but over time, and I'm not saying you necessarily needed him, but you obviously did because God placed him in your life. But it wasn't until recently when he moved and then we moved. How long did we move after he moved?
um. I want to say he said he been in there. He been there. I think he moved in the beginning of the year.
Right, so it was 3 months. I thought so.
Yeah.
So 3 months after he moved, we moved. And it was still a constant support from him. Of course,
Hmm.
not, nothing is said to me, but said to you, and I've
Yeah.
noticed it and I appreciate it. And I just was honestly hoping that it would continue because I know that that's what you needed and that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
But then also, um, it was recently he had made a comment about Wanyeezy Wednesday and how like you basically had your doubts about it. And that actually reassured me like he's always seems to be watching
He
or
always is.
paying
He
attention,
is.
especially to where he needs to pay attention to, which is like
His
his
people.
friends, his people.
Yeah. One thing about Charles is he'll take a hiatus off of social media, which I
Hmm.
respect. Everybody sometimes need a hiatus off of social media. It's toxic, but in order for us to make our money or make our motions, sometimes we have to be on social media. But he
Yeah.
uses it to his advantage. Like he'll take a hiatus and then be like, "Oh, we don't." They still wondering where he at, and then he'll pop out and they're like, "Oh snap! Oh snap!" Like it's like that, but like when I see him in my stories or in my comments, I know that he's watching. Like he's still made it's not that he's watching as in like you better be still doing your thing, but it's
Right.
just like he's just like he's watching. Like he just is just paying attention because these are
But then he also understands like how you can get from point A to point B. So he's watching and he knows what's going on
yeah,
because he's probably already done it.
yeah, multiple times. There's been so many conversations I've had with him where the time that where I will work under him, and it'll be nights where coming from events or coming from the studio, even just regular days. There was times, one time, one time, I'll tell
What?
you this. One
It's
time,
something I don't know about.
no, I told you this before.
Oh.
One time I went to the studio or went to the shop and I was ready to shoot that day. Like I brought my camera and lights, I'm ready to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
This dude was just chilling on the couch. Like we had it was a big flat screen TV. He just chilling on the couch and he's watching Harry Potter. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what we doing today? Are we shooting today? Like, what we doing? He's like, no. So you know what your homework is now? He was along with somebody else. He's like, you know what your homework is today? You got to watch Harry Potter.
You didn't even watch it.
I know, I didn't.
You suck.
I didn't. I
Because you
did
didn't
not
even watch
watch.
it, so I showed it to you.
I know, I didn't.
Which one was it?
All of them.
Y'all was not sitting there watching all of them all
We
day.
were watching. It
All
wasn't
day?
all. It wasn't all. So
It had to be all day.
it wasn't. Yeah, it was all day. Back to back. He had all of them.
You wasn't watching them.
I wasn't. I
You
really
should have
wasn't.
watched them.
I know, but my mind wasn't there yet. My mind
Yeah.
wasn't there to understand the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
To sound like a nerd, Harry Potter is very inspirational, okay?
It is.
And it's very relevant to what's actually going on. It's been going on, but what's going on in our government system and also politics, also passion. It falls into believing yourselves. It falls into knowing your purpose, your alignment. Harry Potter falls into a lot of stuff. So yeah, and it's a full story.
Yeah.
It's a little debatable. I know they're not going back for this new series they got going on. They should go backwards, in my opinion, but whatever. But yeah. So you should have watched it. You gonna watch it now. We gonna start watching it. You gonna know the story, okay? You gonna know.
We've been watching
It's
it.
gonna take a couple of years, but we'll get there.
That's fine. I don't mind.
This is good. Hold on.
Oh my god.
We're drinking a coffee liqueur today.
Liqueur.
And it's delicious. Where's it from? Mexico?
Yeah.
Where's your mommy got it from?
Yeah, it's from Mexico. I'm trying to find it, but we ain't gonna be able to.
My mom brought it for us from Mexico.
We ain't gonna be able to find it, but
it's so good.
We might have to go out of the country to get it again.
It's delicious.
But yeah. Yeah, shout out to Charles J, man. Charles J is always watching. Charles J is always in the mix, and he has a heavy influence on a lot of people, regardless to if they're older than him or if they're younger than him. He has a heavy influence, and he has a huge impact on a lot of people. So yeah, big things coming for Charles J. So you're always talking about so many things. You talk about so many things.
I do.
You do.
I feel like a lot of things I talk about coincide with each other, but okay.
They do. Okay. It's like a story, like you were saying.
Oh.
It's like a story. It's like a consistent story because everything, like you said, it coincides with each other. But it was something that you had said that I want to talk about. So you said that the one who was never heard shouts the loudest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like that quote because, or not that quote. I like how you worded that because it doesn't have to be about volume.
Yeah.
Or the quantity of how you talk or the amount of talking you do. It's about the quality of talking.
Yeah.
So the one who was never heard. Let's break it down. So the one who was never heard. How I look at that part is the one who was never heard, those are the people that people really never really cared about their opinion, or their opinion wasn't really asked or valued
To them.
to them. To
To
the
them, as in the individual that feels that way.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
are the loudest in the rooms, or
Mm-hmm.
the loudest shouts the loudest, right?
Mm-hmm.
That second part, that to me means that they have something in them that is of quality, and what they say is of quality. I never will forget being younger and not having my words or my thoughts be valued as much as they do now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you feel the same way, but like,
I do feel the same way, but I realize that it was really only put to value as much as I made it
yeah,
of value. Um, but also, like, it's all perspective. It's all perspective. Like, everything is perspective. And I'm not saying because it's perspective that your perspective isn't valid, especially growing up as an adolescent. But at the same time, I know it takes a while. It's not gonna happen
yeah,
when you're younger. I mean, it could, but most likely not. You have to realize that if you're not heard, the person that you're probably trying to shout to is probably never heard either,
yeah,
or never feels heard, or has never felt heard, and they just project, and they
hmm,
project it on whoever's next, which is most likely the people that are coming after them.
hmm. So I say this, right? I feel like the most people, or the most we feel unheard, is our parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our parents, I feel like it's been a full circle moment for the both of us. Well,
I don't think
somewhat.
it's been a full circle yet, but
It's getting there. I feel as though our opinions or our thoughts, our parents value now, because I think our parents are starting to understand from us, and I think we mentioned it before, like, we are the generation where we are not allowing what happened in the past define us. So, yeah, so if we feel like our parents didn't say something or didn't do something, we're vocalizing about it, and we're letting them know, like, hey, I'm gonna let you know that this is how I felt about this.
mm-hmm.
They didn't do that with their parents because, like, it's a generational thing. Like, oh, you think I'm a bad parent, and then it's just like, I
Mm-hmm.
did the best that I could, but then is then there's arguments and all of that. So don't get into it. But I feel like you and me, we have grown our platforms from that being not being able to be heard.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's not
I
from
never looked at it like that, but yeah.
we our actions speak louder than our words sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And we put in the effort in order to be uh heard, because there was a point in time in our life that we didn't feel heard. So now it's just like, now we have a platform, not just with the podcast, but before the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
before the For Lifers. We
Baby,
had
what's in
our
there wine?
before
I
you
feel
met me,
sexy
before I
as
met you,
fuck.
whatever. We may not have known that our platform
Before
was.
we even knew, because I didn't know that I even wanted a for lifer.
Hmm.
And actually, go ahead, go ahead. I want to redefine that, but go ahead.
So before we even this even has happened, like, we had the platform in order to be heard.
Yeah,
Like, when I was making videos with my tripod
we
and my
created the platform though to be heard.
right. Yeah,
Like, and
yeah.
that's what we were doing. And I feel like that falls into, though, also us wanting to be heard, especially by specific people. We, even though we were younger, but we still weren't quite creating the platform
Hmm.
to be heard, like even in our own households.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, I'm going to say this, it is a bit cowardice that we weren't creating that platform in order to be heard. And it's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but it's more so something that we have to realize in order to move forward.
Yeah.
Like, if you see, if you're trying to say something, you're saying something, and you're in your household, and you were in your household then, and you're speaking to your parents, to your grandparents, to whoever, to your older siblings, and they don't hear you, you have to acknowledge that it takes two, and you have to not really try, but kind of strive to be heard still as well.
Meet them on their
Because
level.
not even meet them on their I mean, meet them on their level, but then at the same time, what if they're trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do?
Hmm.
They just have a different perspective than you do because they have a different experience. But what if they're trying to do the same exact thing that you're trying to do? So you can't necessarily, like, you can continue to create that platform and create uh that substantial value to where you want to feel heard by anybody you feel you need to be heard by, but you have to continue to do it. And meeting them where they are, you have to meet them where they are, but also realize where you're meeting them at.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I I think I came to a point of my life where I wanted to make an impact.
Hmm.
And I felt I don't know, maybe I had just got a little ounce of feeling heard where it's like, oh,
Feeling heard by who? By me?
no, just feeling heard in general.
Oh, okay. And you was like, oh, this is how this feels.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to make an impact on people. I don't know what kind of people I want to make an impact on, but I want to make an impact on people. I don't know.
I don't think I was ever stuck on feeling heard though, and I'm still not. I feel like for me, it was more so. It wasn't more so that I want to feel heard. It was more so a realization of people need to hear me,
Mm,
because whatever I'm giving to you, I'm giving it to you straight, and I'm giving it to you to the point where it's going to help you because it helped me. And I know that there are people out there, or like right in front of me or whatever, right beside me, right behind me, on the way, maybe in front of me, that can relate to what I have going on or what I had going on or whatever's about to happen. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
I think when I first started my YouTube channel, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I got that feeling, I got that feeling of people hearing me. Uh, I knew that I could be heard by
Mm-hmm.
people. And you know something weird? The only way I was I don't know who I told, but I was just making small YouTube videos,
Mm-hmm.
trying rap snacks, trying Five Guys, doing just whatever. And my dad had messaged me or called me, and he had said he was like, "Yeah, uh, my wife's family, we were all watching your videos, and they thought they were funny." But he had said it in a way where it was just like, yeah, they were laughing. Like, you're not funny. Like, I don't think it was funny, but they enjoyed it. But I didn't enjoy it. But
It doesn't seem like he enjoys anything.
what that told me was I was making an impact without even trying.
Mm-hmm.
You took the time out to look me up and you found my name. Somebody told me,
Not even took the time out to look you up. They were taking the time out of their day to talk to you, talk about you, and then they looked you up.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said this. We had somebody say this, like, you never know who's talking about you in other rooms. Your
Mm-hmm.
name was coming up in other rooms so many times, and you don't even know until.
I want my name to come up in other rooms.
Listen,
I don't care what you saying. Go ahead, say
listen.
what you got to
At
say.
this point now, realizing what it does now, I want you to talk about me in those
But
rooms.
then that's an example of the person who shouts the loudest.
The one never heard shouts the loudest.
Yeah, that's an example of the one who's never heard shouts the loudest, because you're speaking real up and loud about whatever I got going on because you're never heard. So now you're trying to be heard by using somebody else's name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I One thing I really think about once I realized that I could just it doesn't even matter if they didn't like it or not. I still made an impact somehow, some way. You
And you
heard me,
still do.
and I still do to
Mm-hmm.
this day. And
That's right, Stinker Mooka. Like, no.
oh my gosh, uh, moving forward, you know, I was working as a custodian. You met me during those times, right?
What do you mean, right? Yes, that's
You
when
met me
we
during
met.
you knew me during those times, right? So I was a
Mm-hmm.
custodian, I was a janitor, and I was working at a high school as a janitor. And when I was a janitor, I told you this multiple times. And shout out to I hate to say it like this, but shout out to a friend of mine that was a student. He's graduated. I told him and I told y'all like I felt like a loser when I was a janitor because on one side I'm growing one WNR Productions, Wanyeezy. I'm doing events. I'm doing the pool parties. I'm doing campaign shoots. But then
The next business
the
day.
next business day, I'm at the school in the closet with my green uniform,
Closet is crazy.
mopping bathrooms, floors, and cleaning bathrooms and
Yeah.
cleaning classrooms. And I felt like there was no growth. I'm growing outside of here, but here I'm just
Mm-hmm.
Wanye the janitor.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I felt like I wasn't making an impact, but when I was talking to that student that was working with me, I'm like, I told my mom about you, and she wants you to take our family photos. I'm like, oh, okay. So I took their family photos, not only 1 year, but 2 years, and still do to this day. And where he was, when he was graduating, I felt like I was graduating too. I don't know why. And I think you asked me if I was going to cry when he graduated. I was like, no, I'm not going to cry
Yeah.
when he
Because
graduated.
y'all are close.
But like, I felt like it was a moment for me to evolve because I felt like I made an impact on him. I don't know how, somehow, some way, I felt like I made an impact on him. And that was the year that I decided that I wanted to go into teaching or substitute teaching. And again, I didn't want I what the goal wasn't to make an impact on students. I just wanted to try it out and see what I could possibly do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just wanted to be an assistant. I wanted to make more money, of course, but I wanted to be an assistant and understand how to help students if I ever decided I wanted to be in education full time. So, became a substitute teacher, and it was my first year learning how to interact with students. Mind you, this is high school students.
Mm-hmm.
So learning how to interact with students and finding basically seeing myself. Like it was like seeing myself again, like seeing how I was acting in high school. I'm like, this is how I was in high school. I was this obnoxious.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't there, but
So it gave me a perspective of that. And even when I was in high school, I wasn't the loudest, but I still made motion. I still did things that people knew about.
weren't you like always trying to be funny? Because that's what every friend that's ever told me that knew you back then, or that knew you back then, they said that you were funny.
I was funny, but I wasn't really trying to be funny.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
Like
You were like You were like unintentionally, I guess, making your mark
Yeah,
wherever you were because you feel like that's what you needed to do to be heard.
yeah. I would, yeah. And yeah, I was unintentionally funny. I didn't like being the one that people like, oh yeah, he's real funny. Da, da, da. Like people used to just laugh just because of my presence. Like, yo, he funny. Like I could just say anything. I'm like, yeah, you could just like try doing this. They're like, yo, this dude funny. And I'm like,
You still do that now though.
I do. And
But
some
it's like you're actually funny. Like I don't know why you think you're like when you're not trying to be that you're not. You're actually funny.
like I know like when I go around my older people, not older people, but my like people like Charles J. And I'm talking, they be like, "Yo, this dude funny." Like I'm not trying to be funny. Like I'm just talking. Like how I talk and how I express my ideas, it may seem funny,
Mm-hmm.
but like I'm being serious because it's just like I remember I was doing a campaign shoot with Charles and somebody that I met back then that I work with now, Treyway. He came up there and they had models and he had Rick Owens on. And I'm like, yo, those Rick Owens will look good in the shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thought was ignored. They didn't say, yo, he's funny. No, no, no. The thought was ignored. I was like, okay, I'm
OD,
probably doing too much.
yeah.
I'm OD. But then when I talked to Treyway, I could say one thing. He's like, yo, this dude funny for real. Like, and I think it's because of that first interaction that we had, where I was like, you could just go ahead and take his shoes. Like, think back to, I was like,
I feel like in their head, there's probably like, is he serious?
yeah, yeah,
And then he
yeah,
said it
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
he's serious. And then they heard it again, like the same type of thing. They're like, oh, he's serious.
yeah. So, but to go back to it, like when I made that, when I started making an impact on the students, I was, well, not making an impact, but when I realized that these are a version of me, now I understand how I was acting. So that gave me perspective on how the mind works because I
Mm-hmm.
was still young minded when I became a sub. Even though that was 3 years ago, I
Mm-hmm.
was so young minded, but I was being able to be heard in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't I was trying to fulfill something or fill a void. It was just I was being able to be taken more serious on a different level because I was Wanye the janitor. I was Wanye the student, Wanye the janitor. Now I'm Mr. Robinson. When I put Mr. Robinson in front of when I put that Mr. in front of my name and it dropped that Wanye, I felt like I was becoming the man that I needed to become.
Mm-hmm.
And I was being heard by the people that needed it. The youth needs to hear things. They need to hear positivity. They need to hear the realness. Sometimes the realness is hurtful, but the realness helps you grow. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're not what's your plans after you graduate? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna get a car, I'm gonna get a house, I'm gonna get a job.
How you gonna do that?
How you gonna do that? First of all, how you gonna pay for college? You got a full ride, you got a scholarship. How you gonna get into college? Oh, my parent, you don't know. What kind of job you gonna do? Oh no, I'm not
I
gonna work
didn't know. I ain't know nothing.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, when I
listen,
left, when I was about to graduate, first of all, I didn't want to go to college.
OMG, me
Off
neither.
rip, off rip, I didn't want to go to college. I knew I wanted to go, but I didn't know what I wanted to go for because, of course, I went for culinary arts, but I didn't know. Like I didn't know exactly what. There's a lot of things you can do in culinary arts,
Yeah,
and there's a lot of different schools actually, and there's different routes that you can go towards, and there's already
time out.
jobs.
Mind you, Aaliyah went to one of the top culinary schools in the country.
Private, private culinary colleges.
Top college, one of the top colleges, culinary colleges in the country on the East Coast. Continue.
But I didn't know. No, I didn't know. I knew I wanted to still do culinary arts, but I wanted to get my feet wet still a little bit. Like
Mhm.
when I tell you I went into college knowing nothing, like nothing, and I felt a little bit alone because I didn't know anything because I wasn't coming from like a culinary background. Like I'm not coming from people who know how to do this, know how to do that, know
Mhm.
what what certain cuts are or know what the mother sauces are. Like nobody knew what that stuff was.
Food science and all that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I did have a mentor, and I mean, I still consider her my mentor, Chef Kio Rosano. She she or Rosano. She's an amazing chef, and she was all I had at the moment, like of me like having my experience before college. And I'm not dismissing that and like what I went through because I had my first job with her at 14. I was one of the assistant teachers at Young Chefs Academy Sandy Springs, and it was a really great experience. I really enjoyed it. I was a student before I was a teacher, so I was a student, then I became a teacher. She gave me a chance to give me a job because I was only 14. Um, but that was great and all, but then still once you like, that's like young chefs. Like you are learning things, but you're not learning like French cuisine, which was that was the main cuisine. I don't know if it still is because I know some things have changed, but that was the main cuisine of Walnut Hill College, or the restaurant school, Walnut Hill College. And I went there just really not knowing much. But anyway, I was leaving high school. I told my dad I didn't want to go to college. I was like, I want to take a year off. Like that's literally what I said. And he was like, "Where are you gonna work?" I said, "I'm still gonna work at Young Chefs Academy. Like that's what I wanted to do." He said no. So I ended up moving back up here, and I went to college. Like literally got accepted 2 weeks before first day of school, first day of classes, or a week. I don't even know. But I mean, I don't regret it. Like
That's
it is what it is. Like it obviously happened for a reason.
yeah.
But like I didn't know what was going on like after high school. And honestly, I wasn't upset about it. I knew a couple of people that were upset about it, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, this, that." Like they just didn't know what was going on. Excuse me. They didn't know what was going on, they didn't know what was gonna happen. But
You know,
it's all about I don't even want to know what it's all about. I'm not gonna lie. It's about, I guess, doing what you're supposed to do in the place that you're in. And I guess it was meant to be that I go straight to college right after high school because I didn't have I didn't really have a clue. Like I really didn't.
mm,
Like I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how it was going to get done. I
yeah.
just wanted the space and opportunity to try to figure out how that was going to get done, and I feel like I didn't have that space and opportunity.
You wanna know something funny? I didn't want to go to college after high school either. I told my guidance counselor now I had an opportunity to go to college a year before I graduated high school, but I felt like I wasn't worthy of it. I didn't deserve the position to be.
I didn't know that was a year before.
Yeah, my
Oh.
junior year they were preparing me to go to college because they have a program at the high school, but I didn't want to go to college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I learned carpentry skills, but I didn't want to go work on houses and build houses. Like I did that because I wanted to work on my pop-up's farm and
Mm-hmm.
eventually build a house on my pop-up's farm because I was basically taking it up as a hobby instead of a career trade. I told my guidance counselor one day, I'm like, I want to be on the A list. She was like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, I want to be
The
on
A list.
A list. I didn't know like celebrities, like
Oh, you said
Hollywood.
you wanted to be on the A list.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wanted to
what'd she
be.
say?
She was like, that's possible, but like because I told her I wanted to go into film and television, but she was like, well, I can get you into criminal justice. I'm like, I don't want to go into criminal justice
What?
because
What does it have to do with?
she wanted me to just, looking back, she just wanted to get me into the college program just so I can be in the college program and then eventually trade out. But I'm like, no, I want what I want.
Um,
But she was like, no, I can't have it. I'm like, okay, then I don't want to do it then. But when I graduated high school, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take a year off. My mom was like, okay. And then the summer was about to be over. She was like, so what you about to do? School about to start. I'm like, I'm about to take a year off. She was like, sound good, didn't it? I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't take a year off. She's like, no, you're going to school. What do you?
I think it's good you didn't take a year off.
So I ended up taking a real estate class.
Oh yeah, you
Took a
told
real
me.
estate class for I think a month or two, a few months,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I started working as a janitor But then 2019 came around, and that's when I started. My mom asked me again. She's like, "I know you got a job, but you gotta go to school. So what you got to do?" I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go into film school. She was like, "You already had the opportunity to go to film school in LA." I'm like, "I didn't want to go to LA to go to film school. I wasn't ready for that." So I went to film school local. Went to film school. That's when I met your cousin. I wasn't.
Really? So that's why you should have went to film school so you can meet my cousin and meet me.
So that yeah. So Um, I wasn't lost with film school because like I know like this is why I enjoy what I do because I knew how to do all this before. I just didn't know the terms. I didn't know like the techniques. So I just really needed just the information to say to understand how to film stuff. And once I learned how to film stuff by taking pictures first, that's when I was like, oh. I really know how to do this. So I hung out with the white boys, right?
Mm.
And we were making short films and all that. But then it started getting weird. Like they were trying to use me, like for my
Surprise, surprise.
creativity. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Like, nah, I'm cool. I don't. And then one day I was like, they was like, yeah, you want to go with us to the shore? You're gonna take pictures with your camera? I'm like, I mean, I would love to do it, but like, I'm trying to make money with this. So like, y'all gonna pay me? It was like, pay you? We're all just starting out. Why would we need to pay you? I'm like,
Well, I get that. Like, they're not gonna pay you. They don't got no money yet. They just started.
yeah, I understand that. That was my way of bowing out of hanging out with them because
Mm.
I had a different plan. So once I started doing things on my own, that's when things really like I started figuring the things out and making that impact on people. But to go back to the school, because I was still working at the school as a janitor,
Mm.
and I was making that impact on the outside people,
Mm.
working with Charles, working with all different kind of people.
Mm.
Then I go to being a substitute teacher now, making an impact on the kids. It really like it really was filling my heart that I was being a voice for people because they was trying to figure things out. Like I don't want people to go through again. I don't want people to go through what I went through. So I felt as though
Mm.
me being a substitute teacher somehow, some way, even if I can impact one student a day, hey, make sure you figure out what you want to do before you graduate so
Mm.
you don't have to scramble and try to figure things out. Have a plan because I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan. So once you have that plan, you stick to that plan. If you gotta switch some things around, switch some things around. So
Mm.
then I had the opportunity to become a after school director. So after school program director. So I had my own photography club. That club was like my baby because it's just like I went from like I even told myself when I started as a janitor, I'm like, I'm gonna work my way up. I don't know where I'm gonna work my way up to in this school, but I'm gonna work my way up. I'm gonna work my way up from janitor to principal. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. I worked my way up from janitor, substitute teacher to program director, and I started out with 3 kids in my class. 3 kids. And it didn't even matter. I didn't even care. I had 3 kids that wanted to join, and they
And then
were,
you ended out with
I think, like 10, 11.
what was peak? What was the peak number?
Peak, I want to say peak was 15.
Mm. I'm gonna say this because I know you. We talk about this often. You say that that program was your baby, but I just don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I think that you were very excited to finally establish something that was like completely yours, like you pitched it and everything, you got it, da, 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 da. But I don't feel like it was your true baby because I feel like you didn't go as hard as you could have. You
Mm,
didn't. I feel like it was just more so something that you had complete control over, or at least it seemed like, I mean, obviously students have to come in, but you had a lot of control over it and you were very excited about it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
mm,
But at the same time, I need you to be realistic about why you loved that part of your life so much because you're not doing the after school program
Hmm.
director right now, but I need you to be realistic about why you loved it so much. And there's nothing wrong with being realistic with it about it. Like you loved it a lot because it really gave you complete control and a complete voice of what you felt like you needed to be doing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it was just like chapter one of like 100 chapter book.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, okay, that was your baby, but you're gonna have more.
Yeah, I know. Then and honestly, that and we talked about it before. That was after Wanyeezy Wednesday, so
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I needed to fill that void of Wanyeezy Wednesday because I felt like I wasn't making an impact on my peers.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, so I'm here teaching. Why not just try to make an impact on the youth to build up the youth?
Mm-hmm.
Because youth is important. Um, but also, I feel as though with me being able to have that program, the ones that gravitated towards the programs were the kids that were not being able to be loud. Like those
Yeah.
the quiet ones,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that weren't able to express themselves. But then I said, listen, in order for you to be a great artist or even a great person, but you can't be great. But in order for you to be a great artist, you have to be able to express yourself because this is what art is. It's expression. And if you can't express yourself, then you can't express it through your art as well.
I wanted to redefine though, or like I guess clarify a for lifer. And only saying that because I just feel like you should be a for lifer for to yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should always have your own back. You should always aim to have your own best interest at heart. And you should always aim to evolve and move forward. And that's like one of the most important things. Like, now I know you can't necessarily fulfill somebody else's life unless you're, fulfilling your own. Um, and that's just 100% truth, no matter what, for anybody. I feel like I believe. Um, but I just wanted to clarify that because I just feel like I don't want this to seem like this is only for relationships. It's only for
Mm-hmm.
uh like not just relationships because you have a relationship with yourself. This is only for like intimate relationships. It's only for friendships, or it's only for like sisterhood, brotherhood, mother, father, grandparent. No, you should have a relationship, a great relationship, or aim towards having a great relationship with yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
it always should be that way. Always aim to take care of yourself and try your best to put yourself forward, excuse me, put yourself first without it being in vain. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? But I just wanted to clarify that because I feel like that falls into everything that we've said thus far.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Um, and always remember to take care of yourself first. Like it's not always gonna be about that other person. Like it is, but not first.
Yeah. I I definitely agree. And I'm gonna say like you said it in a light way. So I'm gonna say it like this. Like you gotta be in line with your star player at the end of the day. In order for you to be the best team player,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be in line with yourself first. Like they say there's no I in team, but there's a me in them. That's what Kobe Bryant said. But regardless of that,
Who said that?
Kobe Bryant. Kobe being Bryant.
Oh.
But you gotta be in line with your star player in order for you to be the best team player in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, if you're not in line with yourself, it's just like you're not going to be the best version for your person or for anybody that you come across. May it be your family member, may it be your significant other, may it be a friend, may it be a coworker, may it be a company. It doesn't matter. You need to stay in check with yourself, and if that means you need to take a day off or even just like say, hey, like this is not working out for me and take a step back from it, then that's what you need to do because at the end of the day, who's going to be there for you? You. You're
Yep.
the only one that's there for yourself first.
Yep.
Be there for yourself first before anybody else. There's times where, you know, even with you and me, sometimes I feel like I gotta be there for you first, but then I remember, nah, I gotta be there for myself. Like
You
I
came in
gotta,
here by yourself.
I
You
came
came
in
down
here,
here.
yeah,
I mean, it was with the great help of your mother, but you came down here by yourself.
right. So again, for Lifers Chat isn't about relationships. Now, the
It
re-
is about
it
relationships.
let me clear it up. Let me clear it up. It's not about just like intimate relationships. It's about relationships not only with yourself, because the people that we have, the, the people that we have on the chat, even including yourself, you're here for a reason. You're here
Mm-hmm.
to be in line with yourself and to be open with not only yourself but other people. It's hard to be open. Like
Yep.
it's really hard to be open because you don't want to be judged. You don't want to be looked at as somebody that's crazy or somebody be like, "Oh, you got too much going on in your life." No, you got to be open with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. With people that deal with addiction, the first thing, the first step of sobriety is admitting that there's a problem. If you can't admit that there's a problem, then that means that you're not admitting to wanting to take a step forward and to move forward in your sobriety. So think about that as life. Admit that there's something that needs to be done in your life in order to move forward. Once you admit that there's something that needs to be done, then you figure out what it is and then you address it. And then you figure out how to fix it. If there's no fix to it, figure out how somebody else can help you fix it and then work on fixing it.
Where
There's
you
a
get that from?
what?
Who told you all that?
You did? Or what?
Yeah, I told you that.
Yeah, you did.
You was listening?
Yeah, I was listening.
I didn't know you was
I
listening.
do listen. This is the
I
thing.
didn't know you was listening.
I
Like
listen.
when we be going through them like high emotional moments, like I don't be knowing if you're actually listening.
I do listen. It may not see. This is the thing about me. What what is taught to me, it does not. Sometimes what's taught to me isn't applied right away.
Immediately, yeah.
Like I learned that with my papa. Like what he taught me back when I was a 10, 11, 12, it applies now.
Mm-hmm.
Being a man, he when people every time somebody talk about my papa, he was a man amongst men. What what does that mean? I'm sitting there with my papa. We got other dudes sitting around at the table. They politicking, breaking bread. May it be a drink, may it be food, whatever. They just politicking. They there talking with him, getting knowledge from him. These guys, they already retired. They got their own homes. They got their own families. They politicking with him. They got his grandboy sitting with him. They giving me knowledge.
Grand boy. His grand boy.
Yeah, my papa was from the south, so
So what you
he didn't
said.
call me no grandson or
What'd you
son.
say?
Boy,
He said grand boy.
grandboy.
Grand boy.
If it wasn't grandboy, it was boy. It was like that. Yes, my papa was from the south, deep south, but or not even deep south, Jim Crow south. Let's just say that.
He's from deep Virginia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So those teachings that I learned from my papa, they apply now. So when we in the heat of the moment, it may not apply. Like I be trying to apply things. Like I try my best to apply things right away
Yeah.
because that's how you are. But like
But you
that's
shouldn't. You shouldn't push it. it's inauthentic and you just end up lying to yourself.
Exactly. But then I want to be able to make sure that you feel like you're being heard, so I try to apply it right away. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's really just me applying the things when it is necessary to be applied.
Mm-hmm.
Like things don't like when we're in school, they teach us a lesson for 3 weeks and they test us on week 4, and we're supposed to keep that in our knowledge and keep it pushing. That's not how you learn. You
Yeah.
learn over time. That's why there's refreshers. So when you graduate from 11th grade to go to 12th grade, you're going to refresh things from 11th grade to 12th grade. When you go to college, you refresh things from 12th grade to college, and it's just a revolving thing. Every single year, you're progressing, and you're not regressing. So sometimes you do regress a little bit, but sometimes you just need that little bit that from last year to give you a little bit for this year so you can move forward. And a lot of people don't understand that that's how you learn. You don't learn just by like, oh, I make that mistake. All right, cool. Keep it pushing. I'm gonna change right away. That's not gonna happen again, ever again. It may happen 3 more times. Rick Ross said it the best. He said you could lose 10 years in a row. And I said it before, you could lose 10 years in a row. And all it takes is one time and change the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think about and I don't explain myself sometimes, and I don't explain my thoughts, but now I can express it. Now I know how to express it. I can't learn how to I can't and I'm learning how to love you and learning this relationship, but I'm learning it at my pace. And I think I've told you that like I learn at a different pace than you, or I understand at a different pace than you. You might have to repeat it to me a few times for me to understand it so it can click in my brain, so it can keep going and going in my brain. I don't do crash courses. I don't like crash courses because I don't
Mm-hmm.
learn that way. I learn through slow and steady wins the race than just getting through the race. I don't like just getting through things. I like to learn along the way. I used to ride with my pop. You know how fast we be going on the highway sometimes? You like, baby, you speed it up sometimes. Me and my pop used to be
Strolling.
we used to be on the same highway. Same
Strolling.
highway going to Philly, when we get right, we were going 45 miles per hour in the slow lane. People beeping behind us. And you know what he would do? He would drive 45 miles per hour down the highway the whole way to the farm. And he would drive slow so he could see if there was anything on the side of the road that he could use. If he's seen some, he may see somebody, he may see another farm on the side of the road and they may got a tractor for sale. We going 65 miles per hour. You gonna see a tractor for sale? No, you ain't even see it. Sometimes you like, babe, did you just see that? No, I didn't. Because I'm going 65 miles per hour. Sometimes we gotta slow it down. That's sometimes with me. I gotta slow it down. That's
Nothing wrong with that. I
is
have to slow it down too sometimes, but me more so, it's not slowing it down. It's like I'm in the midst of it. I'm in the heat of the moment, whatever. And then I have to go back and think about it.
mm,
I have to go back and think about it or ponder on it or like make a different decision around it just depending on what I thought about in the midst of whatever was going on. And then I go back and,
yeah.
reflect on it. But I'm sorry. I'm wondering, why I'm feeling this way. I feel this. You don't feel it?
I've been felt it.
Really?
That's why I reactivated because I'm like I felt it
I feel
and
different.
I was going down because I'm like, what did you say? Repeat what you said. But then I snapped back
Oh,
out of it, and
I feel different though. This is a different type.
it's liquor, not liquor.
I'm looking at myself in the cup.
All right, come on, come on, come on, come
I'm
on.
for real.
I'm looking at myself.
I was looking at myself every time I pick it up. I'm like,
You ever seen that video? I'm washing me in my clothes. I'm washing. Oh my
no, what is that
God,
from?
it's a vine. The
Mm-mm.
girl was drunk. She was in the bathtub.
I've probably seen it before, but I just
She
don't
was like,
remember.
I'm washing me in my clothes. I'm washing me in my clothes.
Was she? Oh, she was. She
She
had
was
her
drunk.
clothes on.
She was drunk and she was in the shower because I think she threw up. And they put her in the shower and she was just sitting in the shower and she was like, I'm washing me in my clothes. I'm washing me in my clothes.
She thought she ate with that. That's what she was saying it like
What?
that.
How you feeling?
A little giddy.
See,
Big
she.
fifth.
Oh, who even said that?
Is that
Kodak Black? Who said
no?
that?
It's a plus size influencer. Well, he's not. He's a plus size comedian on. Is he a comedian? I don't know how to really explain him, but
Ooh.
he he real he plus size, and
Oh, I know who.
yeah.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what you're
He like,
talking
baby,
about.
what's in this wine? Phil C's.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He got lymphedema. I don't know. I saw that.
Got a who?
He got lymphedema in his leg too.
What the heck is lymphedema?
On the leg, when your lymphatic system don't drain, you don't ever see when
Oh,
people.
and it's like one size all the way down.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's what that's
lymphedema.
called.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
You like my hair?
I do. It's
Me
giving real
too.
grown. I wanted to say it earlier. I'm not comparing you to anybody, but like when I hear Kiki Palmer when she was trying to
Kiki
mock
Palmer.
what's her name? Kamala. We did it, Joe.
Oh, and she her hair was like this.
Yeah, we did it,
We did
Joe.
it, Joe. She's so unserious sometimes. Like, and it's like at times where you're supposed to be serious, she be so unserious.
But yeah, it's real giving real grown. Like I got overwhelmed. So you got your
Oh
toes
my
and your
god.
hair done. Like what? Like
Overwhelmed.
you
I've
acting.
done that before.
No, you haven't.
When's
Not
the
with
last
me.
time I did it in one day?
Never.
I usually don't have time.
And everything is so spread out. Like your hair appointment is all the way up north, and then your nail appointment is all the way close to your house.
I feel like I've done it before.
You
It's
haven't.
just I
Not
haven't done it since we've moved.
you haven't done it since we've been together.
Yes, I have.
How did you go get your hair done and nails done in the same day?
Because I used to get my nails done right outside of where my mom lived, and then if I would go get my hair done, I would go to Miss Janice, and that's 15 minutes away
You
from there.
haven't. We haven't. You didn't do that while we were together.
Yes, I did. It's okay. It's okay.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, I like my hair too. Texture, and then you blow and get a nice little blowout is the way to go, okay? Because I love a bob. I love a bob. Like I used to get bobs all the time. It wasn't to save. I mean, it was to save money a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like the volume of a bob was just life. So I used to always get bobs, like even in high school, college, um, and it would just be volume. But I would get like deep wave or something. No, go get a like nice. I wouldn't say kinky curly, but like a deep curl. I think that's what this was. A deep curl wig. Get it blown out by your stylist, do a little style. You know what I'm saying? Volume.
Mhm.
I like volume. It took me a little minute to figure out how I could achieve it, but I was like, oh, I actually got it from Desiree. I was like, oh, that's how people achieve it because you gotta get a wig with volume or
Mhm.
hair with volume.
You never see the commercials with all the volume hair and Pantene and.
That is fake.
Um,
Please. What color be them? What color them people?
oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you right.
That'd be fake. They be having extensions in their hair, or they go get, or I guess they'll go get like girl with like with curly hair,
Yeah.
like the people with the orange hair or whatever, or the red hair people with the curly
Mhm.
hair, and then they blow it out or whatever. I don't care. I can't relate to that. That's not me. Mm-mm. And shout out to my hairstylist Sierra, cause lace well,
Mhm.
lace well. It's like no.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear back from my barber,
You
Uncle
look
KB.
fine.
I need a reshape of my hair.
You do need a little shape up of your beard.
I
I'll
can
say
shape
that.
that up myself, but I just need to reshape, like resculpt my hair. Like I need to update it. Shout out to Uncle KB, man. I need to go see my barber just to go talk to my barber. I don't.
Yeah.
I like talking to my barber. Like I like talking. wisdom and stuff to my barber. I've only had,
He always has something to say,
yeah,
and I appreciate it.
yeah,
I
he
really
does.
do. Like it doesn't matter what it is, he always has something to say, and
I finally figured out why he gave me. He said that you took care of my
why?
because of what I did for him. So he took care of me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it had nothing to
nice.
do with
He
you.
always does it. I know it didn't have nothing to do with
Yeah,
me.
I was so confused.
Were you really? I wasn't.
I wasn't, but
That's
I
why when you
was.
came home and told me, I was like, okay.
I
I was
didn't
like, all
even.
right, whatever.
I didn't even come home. I called you right away as soon as I got in the car.
You
In the
did?
back of my head, I'm like, "Did you mess me up or something?" But no, he didn't
No.
mess me up.
What's my hidden talent?
What's your hidden talent?
Yeah.
What is your hidden talent?
I don't know what I think my hidden talent is. I don't think anybody else is gonna agree. But
Have I seen it?
yeah,
Hey, what is your hidden talent? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know your hidden talent.
you don't feel like I have any hidden talents, like just things I've done, and it's like, oh wow.
like you know how to you know how you got a good accent log. Like you know how to.
Yeah,
Oh, so it is the accents.
I know how to mimic voices. I feel like I'm really good at mimicking
You don't
voices.
mimic me very well.
No, I don't mimic you well, but it's hard to mimic you. Like you're a man.
Yeah.
But like I can
You,
mimic your accent if I wanted to, like after you said something. But like I feel like I'm good at mimicking voices,
you
especially a unique voice. Like it has to be unique, and I'm like, and I can try to copy like I guess the cadence of it or whatever.
where's your socks?
What? Oh,
Where's
well,
your
your
socks?
socks.
Where are your socks?
Yeah, I'm like okay at mimicking voices, and it's like all the way down to like even when I like sing.
What's the most memorable moment we've shared
Oh
together?
my
And why
god,
is it so special to you?
I feel like this is something you want me to say. Like you have a moment in your head, don't you?
I do have a moment in my head, and if you get it wrong, we gonna have a problem.
Are you serious?
Yes.
There's so many.
You better pick one, and it better be the right one.
Um, the most memorable moment
Yes.
that we have together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I feel like there's a lot. Like there's okay, one of the most memorable moments we have is I don't know, babe. I'm gonna get it wrong, whatever I say, because they're memorable to me, but whatever you're thinking about is
So
not.
when was my memorable
Um,
to you?
I feel like one of the most memorable moments we have together is our first photo shoot.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No.
I mean, that was
Okay. What's yours? What's yours?
in our relationship. Is when we were in Dominican Republic and we were climbing the mountain and went down the waterfalls.
But which part? We're going down. We was going up that waterfall all day.
We were
So
not going up
we
the
was going up for a
waterfall.
while. Okay, a few hours.
What?
It was a few hours.
No, it was not.
It wasn't.
No.
It felt like it felt like 3 hours.
It was a 20-minute walk.
No, it.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It was a 20-minute walk up to the waterfalls, and then it took us probably like an hour to come back down through the other waterfalls. But it took 20 minutes to get to the top of the waterfall.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it took longer. Okay, okay. So that is a memorable moment. A memorable moment, I guess it was more like sentimental, was actually when we were going up the mountain to get to the waterfall. Like Wanye was really patient with me and he waited for me. That is a memorable moment for me because it was just one of those moments where I could really see your humility,
Mm,
and I didn't I already seen that in you as my significant other, but I that was just another moment like that really solidified it, and I'm like, oh, he's so nice. Like, 'cause I already knew my dad was gonna wait for me. It's
yeah.
my dad, like that's what he does. But like, you waited for me, and you make sure I was okay, and you were like tending to me, and you were also being patient, and you weren't like frustrated or anything. You didn't feel like you were missing out. You just wanted to be like with me and make sure I was okay, and like as long as like I was okay, like the
Yeah.
whole experience was a good
You
experience.
was giving me a break too, cause I was getting there too. I was like, ooh, this,
Oh, for real?
and I ain't have the
I
proper
was
shoes.
surprised. I'm like, y'all, I'm like,
I didn't
y'all
have the
niggas better
proper
be strong.
I didn't have the proper shoes on.
Yeah.
We didn't have the proper shoes on because it's like,
Because we didn't plan to do it. We did it
yeah,
because mommy was like, yeah, we can all do it. Da, da, da. I was like, okay.
like I was
Yeah.
cool with the buggies when we
You
was
know
going through
what
the
blew
mud.
me at the end when the tour guide asked for his shoes back? I'm sorry, but that blew me
But didn't
because,
your mom
like,
give him money for the shoes?
yes.
So why?
I don't know.
And it is what it is.
Whatever. That was weird, though.
I need my juice.
Stop. Who has more power on a set, the confident creator or the quiet one? Why?
Wait, say that.
Who has more power on set, the confident creator or the quiet one?
Oh, the confident creator.
Why?
So when you know when you step in a room that it's your room, regardless to who room it is, that's how you know that you'll be able to make whatever happen in that room. Like I mentioned it before, I have Wanyeezy Wednesday. It's Wanyeezy Wednesday.
But is there really a such thing as a quiet creator? Like quiet. Like I feel like if you're a quiet creator, are you really creating? Like you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be quiet and it's another thing to be insecure. So it's like I understand a quiet creator and they're like you're just entering the room and you're like trying to feel it out. But are you actually creating in that moment? And then as far as the creators who are quiet, which I feel like one of them that I first met was Ru Castro.
Mm-hmm.
He's quiet but he's confident. So it's like if you're a quiet creator, like okay, you are still a creator, but there are also people who are in the room where they're just not confident enough yet to do what they probably are going to do 6 months into the future from
Yeah.
that event or from that shoot
I
or
mean, for
whatever.
example, me, I was a quiet creator. When I
Mm,
first started, I walked into the room and they was like, "What's up, man? What you do?" I'm like, "I'm a photographer." They was like, "Oh." And then like maybe,
that would be all you say.
yeah, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a photographer." They was like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up. Where your camera at?" They're like, "It's in my bag." I'm like, "Oh,
You gonna take it
you
out?
gonna take it out?" Like,
Right. You a photographer or what?
so now when I walk into a room, my camera is in hand. I'm
Mm-hmm.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm ready to shoot. Good job.
I've
Good
always
job.
walked into a room confidently though, dressed, ready. Um, that's one of the things that got me on the cover of that magazine.
Mhm.
Um, Cause
Still
I
upset
always
about
come
that.
in ready, ready. Like, what you coming in for? If you're not ready, what you coming in here for?
Right.
Why are you not ready? Go get dressed. Go do what you need to do. Go do what you need to do. Go step into your character. Um,
You
I
know,
didn't always come do that, but like, I feel like it took after that one shoot that I didn't with Jade. I was like, all right, I gotta come better than this because I
yeah.
felt so insecure and I hated it. Um,
You know,
but yeah,
I it's full circle moment. Like me, I used to be the quiet creator, but now I'm the confident creator. So when I walk into a room, I'm ready to shoot or I'm ready to network or whatever. But then I see like I like
the
to
quiet creator.
I see the quiet creator.
Me
Like
too.
I was at when we were at Oak Fest, I saw a quiet creator. She was sitting in the back. I'm like, you shooting tonight? She was like, yeah, I'm shooting tonight. I'm like, you can't shoot all the way from back here. You gotta get up there.
What she say?
She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. I'm like, yeah, all right, all right. But
Mm-hmm.
like I like seeing those people because I know that they just need like again. I'm not trying to hype him up, but like when I met Charles J, he was like, "This your world, bro. Whatever you need, bro."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Honestly, when I walk into a room and I see a quiet creator and I see that you're doing similar to whatever I'm doing, I go to them
Right.
first
Yeah.
and I talk to them. If they
Yeah.
want to talk to me, I'm not going to bombard you, but I go to them and I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" Like I probably introduce myself to them
Yeah.
first if they don't already know like who I am or whatever. Or I
Hmm.
still, even if you already know who I am, I still introduce myself to you because I've never met you before in person. But yeah.
How do you feel like when they do know who you are? You be like, hey,
I
how
don't
you doing?
know. I don't know.
You like, hi,
I
what's your
don't
name? And
have
they be like, oh, I'm so and so, but I already know you. I follow you. Like,
I don't know. I don't have a feeling about that yet. I don't think I'll ever I don't think I'll ever truly have a feeling about that, especially if somebody who's like trying to be up and coming or whatever. Like it's different for you need the people who like say I'm running an event, right? And I'm like my name's on the event, but it's sponsored by somebody else. Yeah, they're supposed to know my name. You're we're in business.
mm-hmm.
But like the people are coming in as consumers and they're like or they're trying to do or they're aspiring or whatever. I don't know how to feel about that because I've have come across that before and it's cool, but it's nothing to rave about to me. Um, like I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Maybe I'll feel differently one day, but I don't think I'll ever feel differently, to be honest. I'm just like you. Like I don't think I'll ever feel differently about it. Just as long as you're, professional, respectful, that's all I really care about.
What advice would you give your past self at the beginning of our relationship?
Honestly, um, with where we are right now in our relationship, I would tell myself to always make sure that you're okay and ready for the next step. I feel like there's some things I forced you into a little bit and I wasn't patient about. I just kind of gave you an ultimatum,
Mm-hmm.
which I still don't think there's anything wrong with ultimatums, honestly.
Like what? Like, give me an example.
Moving,
Oh, okay.
moving forward with a lot of things, moving forward with what you wanted to do. Even moving forward, I feel like I put the battery in your back to be so passionate about teaching.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like then I should have, because that was the beginning of our relationship. I feel like then I should have prepared you for not just the positive, but I should have been more realistic with you about the negative
Mm-hmm.
and what can happen, and also looked into completely into the logistics of who you were working for to let you know that this, and this could happen, and also be realistic with you as far as you being a black man in America working for a system.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I wasn't, and I feel like I could have done a better job. I mean, I'm not a man, but still, I could have done a better job at preparing you for all that could happen. You know what I mean? I feel like I could
Yeah.
have did a better job with that. So just I guess patience in a nutshell because there was things I wanted to get done and that's why I was like pushing it. But I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like it was necessary. I feel like everything happens for a reason. Um because especially with me, things do move quickly. Excuse me. Things do move quickly but I am good at communicating with myself and telling myself going through every possibility of things that could happen. And I feel like I could have did that more out loud with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move on. Um, is there something about me that you hope I can change or improve for our relationship's sake?
I think it really is just, I think it's really more on me, but it's just like trusting the process. We got a lifetime together.
No, babe, not on you, on me.
That's what I'm saying. You trusting the process.
Oh,
I think it's, I really think it's you trusting the process. Uh, like I know you trust the process, but like I said earlier, sometimes slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes we don't gotta get it done right away. We got a lifetime together,
Mhm.
and we're only on year 3.5.
Mhm.
We got so much more. We've seen other relationships, other couples. They've been together for 9+ years.
Mhm.
Like we have a long time, not in a bad way, but we have time. Like we really do have time. We just have to trust the process and allow ourselves to grow and just allow yourself to grow. Like I know you have a goal and I know you have plans and I know that you want to get to things at this point because you feel like this is where you need to be. And I know that you have to be somewhere. I understand that. But I
Mhm.
really think for you it's just like I'm in this with you. I'm with you, but
Mhm.
you're not gonna pull my hand. I'm just letting you know that. Like
Yeah.
I don't like my hand being pulled even as a little kid. I didn't like holding nobody's hand. Cause like my parent, everybody, I got short legs and
Okay.
I'm trying to, I'm up here. You hold my hand. I don't like doing all that.
Mhm.
So when you with me, and you already know this, when you with me, we're gonna take our time at a reasonable rate. It's gonna be reasonable, but we're gonna get to where we need to get to.
Mhm.
And that goes on you trusting me and I'm working on you trusting me more. But just understand that for us to move forward, you just gotta trust the process.
Yeah.
Like even while we were sitting here, you weren't you weren't trusting the process of your potential job.
Right.
You gotta trust the process. That we don't get you know because you've gone through it. We don't get here overnight.
Yeah.
You don't become Aaliyah Yasmin overnight. You may have made a decision at nighttime while you were chilling, thinking about stuff.
Mhm.
But Aaliyah Yasmin today is not Aaliyah Yasmin 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So just trust the process. We're gonna get to where we're gonna get to. What did Kendrick Lamar say?
I don't know.
If God got us, we're gonna be all right.
Mhm.
Something like that. I'm a little lit, so I forgot the
Oh my
words. I'm
god.
sorry. I'm sorry,
No,
Kendrick.
that's what he said.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna be all right. Just trust the process. I want you to trust the process. Not trust me. I want you to trust me, but it's more of trusting the process because this is a process. This is not just a relationship, and we're aiming to go have children and be married and live
Mhm.
forever. We're this is a process. It's a process of making progress. It's all about progression. I know.
You ate with that?
I did.
Okay.
I did. It's a process of making progress. So just again, trust the process.
I don't disagree with that.
I hope you don't.
I don't.
I hope you don't. It's just it takes time. It takes time for like it took so long for me to be Wanyeezy, but it took even longer for me to be Wanye.
You thought you ate with that too?
No, I didn't. But it's taking me so long to be Wanye.
You know what I like? And I've noticed this between the both of us, like going out. We're going out this weekend. I'm so excited, honestly. It's gonna be date night. Anyway, and well, date nights, isn't it two? No, it's just one.
It's
I'm
just
tripping.
one.
It's just one.
Yeah.
Um, I like that when we step into a room, and it's like people that we've met on social media or whatever. That's where we mostly see them, and that's where they mostly see us. Like we're the same people.
Yeah.
I like that because people have told me that, and I'm like, I mean, I know I am, but like people have told me that, and it's just like reassuring. And I'm just glad I still come off like authentically still as myself.
That's the thing about us being the ones that are not heard, being shouting the loudest. We're able to exude our energy across all boards. We're our
Mm-hmm.
genuine self. Like I
Yeah.
said, we are in line. We make sure, even if we don't talk about it, I make sure I'm in line with my star player every single day. And I
Mm-hmm.
know you make sure that you're in line with your star player every single day.
Yeah.
So I even when we first established this relationship, I'm like, listen, I know you like to post a lot. I know you like to post your life. 'Cause this is you want to be. You're an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I do. I don't post my life all the time. And it was hard for you to understand that at first, but then you saw,
It wasn't hard for me to
well,
understand.
you understood it, but you didn't like, you weren't 100% agreeing with it.
I still don't. I
But
feel like it's certain things that need to be posted in order for you to get to where you want to be for your goals.
I do agree with that, but I feel as though as a relationship and as a couple, there's something like
There's some things that don't need to
yeah,
be
some things
posted.
that don't need to be posted.
Yeah.
So I feel as though we give our peers, because all y'all
Mm-hmm.
are our peers, even if we don't know you. We give our peers what they need to see.
Yeah.
Like we don't really, we don't. I don't. I'm not big on posting my life, and I don't like. I rather it just be like genuine stuff. Like we're not always taking trips.
Right.
Most of the time, we're in the house and we're working.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6 days a week, we're working.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm not home.
Seven.
Or 7. Sometimes
7 days a
I'm
week.
not home. Sometimes I'm out working and you're home, or vice versa. Most of the time is me out working and you're home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just I think we are our genuine selves all the way around because we were
Mm-hmm.
genuine with each other because we were friends first.
Mm-hmm.
We were friends first. What was the wake up call to make you want to be a better version of yourself?
A better version. That's what you said. I think the wake up call recently. I don't even say I'm gonna say in the last like 4 or 5 years when I was living at home and I realized Khalil and Taj was watching me. Um, because I've always been like the middle child. Like that's really what it's always been. I'm not in the middle numerically, but I've always been in the middle, and I've never truly like my oldest sister Tyra or even Shakira to Khalil and Taj. I've never truly had to, or even Khalil to Taj. I've never truly had to worry about somebody watching me.
Hmm.
Like, it's not ever, but not really. Like, it just wasn't something that was constantly reminded of to me. Like, I know it was constantly reminded to Khalil, constantly reminded to Tyra, but I didn't really have to worry about that because it just wasn't in my psyche to continuously think about it and be reminded of it. But I don't remember what happened. I don't remember what happened. But when I was living at home, Daddy said something to me, and he was like, "Do you realize that they're watching you?" And I honestly didn't. Like that's something so obvious. Like you think you realize that, but I didn't realize that. And I didn't realize they were watching me, especially Taj, because me and Taj resonate with each other a lot. Excuse me. I don't know if it's necessarily our sign, but it is our sign. But at the same time, it's also the way we react to a lot of things. It's like very similar, especially like when I was his age and things like that. And I understand his emotions when it comes to certain things, especially if him still being a boy and becoming a man. Like he's still a teenager, really,
Hmm.
at heart. And I just didn't realize that they were watching me, and I didn't realize that. I think also Khalil was watching me, but I feel like he didn't know what to watch, what to do, what to expect. Like, what is he watching? So I feel like for a long time that's why me and him just didn't talk, because I feel like he probably felt uh like subconsciously that I couldn't help him with whatever he had going on. And I
Mm,
don't like that. I mean, I understand he's a boy, he's a male, I'm a female, but still. But I did start working towards it after my dad had said that. I started working towards certain things, or like even just talking to them and reassuring them of certain things.
yeah.
And I like my progress, you know. Everybody starts at point A. It's not like it was strong like the entire time or strong overnight or anything like that. But as I was speaking to them and trying to speak through them and continuously to speaking through them, I think I started to understand how they needed me,
Hmm.
because you don't need everybody for the same reasons.
Right.
Um but I started to understand how they needed me, and I think it started to resonate with what began to do, working towards what I needed to do for myself, and then also like showing the example.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Khalil, like, oh, there's certain things Khalil tells me, and I'm like, you remember that? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, I remember that. I'm like, okay. And then certain things Taj has told me about himself, and I feel like he tells me because he knows I have an answer for him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Right before Taj left, he asked me something. Like it was like me and Taj. Like I have a somewhat relationship with all of your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, some way with Shakira, me and her, we connect on the artistry level with her being a model. Me and Tyra, we connect on a level of being entrepreneurs. Khalil,
Y'all connect on a level of being similar. That's just
entrepreneurs.
me.
We just gonna say entrepreneurs because that's how me and Tyra
Okay.
we usually connect on being entrepreneurs. Me and Khalil, I didn't know. I don't know. Me and Khalil, I think it's just being young black men. It's just like being a young black boy because of him just being young black boy. So we didn't really have we haven't really developed a relationship as much because he was your younger brother, but he's like your big little brother. So he's like, I don't know who this guy is. Like, I'm gonna be open to him, but like I'm gonna still keep him at a distance. But
Mm-hmm.
then Taj, me and him, we developed a relationship throughout the years because I was filming for him, and we would I would honestly go ahead and get on his nerves on purpose because because I saw myself in him, and he would be in his solitude in his room, and I see myself, and I'll be like, I'm gonna just go ahead and
So
bother
what
him.
did Taj say?
So he asked me about relationship advice.
He did?
Yeah, right before he left,
Okay.
and I gave him the best advice that I could give him at the time. Um, like it was different because he doesn't really he doesn't come to people for advice.
He's asked me,
He only comes to
but
certain
yeah,
people,
he only comes to
but he
certain
doesn't come
people.
to me for advice, and I really appreciated that, um, because he valued my opinion, um, and that's important to me when it comes to anybody. If you value my opinion, because then that means that like I'm able to that you see something in me that I could help you with.
Mm-hmm.
But that was something that I really admired. I admire from you is that like you realize that yeah, like I am an example. Like you still are the example. I think you're an example for everybody, to be quite honest.
You always say that.
Yeah, I
How
really
much
do.
pressure that is.
But yeah, you do make an impact on a lot of your family members, your cousins, your siblings, your older counterparts. You really do. I would say, like, yeah, sometimes you are the blueprint for some of them because they're following what you're doing and trying to understand life through you. Uh, because, like, I feel as though, like, out of everybody, you took your time with life. Like, you're not just like rush.
On purpose.
You're not trying to rush like to get out. Like
I
you
even
were
you can say take my time, but I actually was just talking about it like on TikTok. If I need to start over, I'm finna start over. I'm not finna live in unhappiness.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest thing. I'm not living in unhappiness because I'm afraid of getting back to an uncomfortable spot. I'm already uncomfortable. Just start over.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I do realize that a lot of people they come to you, like even your uncles, like they like Lily, how you
They
do
don't come to me.
how you do this, or even your mom, Lily, how you do this, or sometimes your dad, like that's what I learned. Like they come to you because they trying to figure things out, and they see that you know how to do it. May it be cooking, may it be in social media. Like everybody comes to you for something. Like it's not anything that nobody comes to the point now they come to me, and I'm like, you're asking my opinion? Okay, all right. Like even with the referral that Shakira gave me, like she's
Mm.
like, I know that you can help him better than I can. Like that is admirable because it's just like you trust me to help people because I helped you. Like you bring value to people, like I said before. You bring value to people and help them elevate without even knowing that they are elevating and
Hmm.
without you even knowing that you're helping elevate them. So, yeah,
Look, I'm
I'm
just
just doing
doing
what
what
I'm
I'm
doing.
doing. I am. That's how I feel. I just doing what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm not. It's not really on. It's intentional, but it's not.
Listen,
There's
that's
no expected end result.
listen, that's all you can do is do what you can do. And what you can when you can't do no more, keep on going. Just
Mm.
continue to show up.
I
Today's
hope I.
episode was brought to you by the For Lifers. We've been working hard.
You
Continue to work.
drunk? You drunk? We got
I'm
it
not
right
drunk.
there. You lit. Look at your eyes.